Hi, today I wanted to talk about dealing with parents who are not supportive of your choice to be vegan or vegetarian. I know that this is a very hard and sometimes sensitive topic because your parents are your parents, and especially if you're young, you kind of need their permission to make these kinds of big life choices. And it can be very hard when your parents don't support that decision. I went vegetarian for 1.5 years when I was 14 years old, and my parents weren't really big fans of that decision. But that probably had to do with the fact that I didn't really have good reasons for being vegetarian, and I couldn't explain those reasons. Then I went vegan in July 2015. I was 21 at the time, I was almost 22. I did most of my own cooking anyway, so it wasn't really a big deal for my parents when I went vegan. I didn't really need their permission. But I know that there are a lot of young people out there who are thinking about going vegan or vegetarian and don't really know how to deal with their parents being unsupportive of that decision. So here are a couple of my tips. Depending on your age and your relationship with your parent, you can decide to simply just not care. When I first went vegan, my dad wasn't very excited about my decision. He would make jokes about me being vegan and not eating meat and all that stuff, but I would ignore his comments. I would just change conversation topics or just tell him whatever, this is just what I want. Over time he became more cool with it. It also probably helped that I started to do my own groceries because especially in the beginning the hardest part was when I had to tell my dad all the groceries he had to get for me, and he didn't know where any of all that stuff was or what it even was. So that was kind of hard in the beginning. But he always tried because ultimately he respects me and my decision. The second thing you could do is to explain it. I'm talking about my dad a lot in this video because I think his reaction is very similar to reactions of other parents. But any time in my life when I wanted to do something bigger, like I make a big life decision, whenever I go to my dad about that, he would ask a ton of questions. Not because he doesn't support me, but because he wants to know if I thought my decision through. So a smart thing to do when you tell your parents you want to go vegan or vegetarian is to explain your decision. Use actual facts and understand the facts that you're looking up. Mix the facts with your feelings. If you just don't feel good eating animal products, explain how it benefits your health as well as why it doesn't feel good to you to eat those products. And explain how it benefits your health without having to miss any of the nutrients. If your parents are on a strict budget and they fear that you going vegan is going to bankrupt them or is going to cost a lot of money, try to work it out together. Help them with looking for cheap vegetables and build your meals around vegetables. Eat those with rice and potatoes, and your parents can eat meat with them when they still want to, and you can just either have a meat replacer or just skip it altogether and just eat more vegetables. You could substitute the meat with either beans, they're very cheap, tofu is also very affordable and pretty easy to find nowadays. And offer to help out in the kitchen if your parents don't feel like having extra work in there. Don't forget that your parents love you. If they don't support your decision to become vegan, it's just that they don't know any better. And well, we were all once at a point in our life that we didn't know any better. If you feel like you've tried everything and your parents still don't agree with you, just show them. Show documentaries that touched you and that made you wanna become vegan, that show the violence in the meat and dairy industry and what the outcome of consuming those products is on your health and the environment. Some amazing documentaries, and my personal favorites are Cowspiracy and Forks Over Knives. I know that Earthlings is also a great one to watch, but after watching Cowspiracy I already went vegan, so I didn't really feel like suffering through Earthlings, you know. But Cowspiracy is great. That explains the environmental part of being vegan. Forks Over Knives is about the health part, and Earthlings is about violence. This way you can show your parents what's going on in the industry and how you feel about it. Again, your parents love you, and if they see how much it actually hurts you, I think they'll be quicker to respect your decision. So these are my tips on how to deal with unsupportive parents. I really hope these tips will help you. If there's another way that you dealt with unsupportive parents, please leave them down in the comments below. I'd also love to hear your story about how you came out as a vegan. I know it sounds really silly, but for some people it's a pretty big deal, since the meat and dairy industry is so normalized that if you want to be vegan, you're extreme and you're weird, even though we all in the vegan community know that we're not. I did want to tell you about something new that I have up on the Shevegan website. I now have a free 7-day meal plan. It is designed to be very practical. A lot of the ingredients are in multiple of the recipes, so that really saves on your grocery bill. And I would love for you to check it out. And many of them are easy to make days in advance. So if you're interested in a 7-day vegan meal plan, check out shevegan.com, enter your email address, and receive the free meal plan. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would also love you to subscribe to this channel. I make new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesday I do videos like these or recipe videos, and on Saturday I post what I ate today videos. So yeah, I hope to see you next time.